Hello, everybody.
Hi, I'm Janae.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're Girls Go Books Deep, and today we're going to get into episode number 5, The Thrall.
Of the Mayfair Witches.
Mm-hmm.
And Janae was just telling me that she's taken the time to listen to the podcast that goes along with this television show.
I listened to 2 episodes, and every time I listen to an episode, I'm starting to hate this show more and more. I'm not going to lie. Like, they trying to do too much. They're trying to do too much with the show, and it's not making sense. And as I listen to the podcast, I'm realizing, yeah, that's why they don't make no sense. Y'all trying to do too much. Y'all trying to put too much feminism in here and make her this powerful character. And I'm like, she already is. So why are you trying to add more to it? Like, you don't have to.
Like,
stop.
She really already was. And I just, okay.
Just give us the story. Stop trying to make it all fancy and add things to it. Like,
it's like, oh, because you're married, you can't be like this strong, independent character?
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Does that have to say to women?
Exactly. I think that's why I'm starting to have some problems when it comes to like that female lead. It's just like you're saying that a woman can't be who she is, period. Like, they can't be married and like a great person. They can't be single and a great person. They can't be emotional but still be able to get shit like,
period.
We got layers and you don't want to show the layers. It's like it's either this or that, and that's what you're showing in the show.
Haven't you noticed that?
Julie's not going to finish this.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we shall.
We got a cheese and mushroom quesadilla. Thanks.
Try the berries and cream lemonade too.
The berries and cream lemonade. Oh God, that smell.
Right?
Yeah, let's go play outside now.
Go say hi to everybody on their stream real quick.
Berries and cream.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Bye,
God, it's
everybody.
delicious.
That's it. That's the one.
That's it.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's like pink lemonade on crack.
It really is.
Wow. Woo.
But yeah. Yeah.
But that's the case with a lot of things. That's how women feel all the time. You know, if I choose not to have children, I'm selfish. If I have children, then, I'm, just, a gold digger who's staying at home and popping out kids. Like, if you choose to work and have your children, oh, you're not giving your children any attention. If you choose to stay home and be with your children, oh, you coddle your children. You should get out back into the world. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
And that's why I actually saw, like, do you remember the girl who came over when we did that small photo shoot thing? Her name was Ashley, and she works with me for the weddings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw her yesterday because I did a wedding, Friday, and I did a wedding, and she just had a baby. So it's been a minute since I've seen her, so the baby's only a few weeks now. And I was like, oh, how are you doing? And you could tell, like, she said it's like her first time leaving the house, and you could just tell she has anxiety. So I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I'm talking to her, and I'm like, you feel this, it's wonderful, but you feel this, and it's just like, yeah. And I was like, and then when you do leave the house, you feel like literally every single person is looking at you, making judgments on what you're doing and how you're doing it. And she was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, literally every single woman feels that way once they have a baby and they walk out the fucking door. Like,
Yep.
You can't get away from that feeling. And I told her, I'm like, my child just turned 6 years old, and I'm just now getting to the point where I'm fully comfortable leaving the house and just being in that feeling, knowing that people are looking and watching and having thoughts. Because either they don't have kids, and they're, well, I would never, blah, blah, blah. Because I definitely, 100% had those thoughts before I had kids. Like, I would never fucking, okay, let's see how you are when your kid is whatever, that kind of thing. And then there's people who do have kids, but their approach is completely different from you. So they're either looking at you like you're a complete asshole, or like you're too rough riding your kids, or they're looking at you like you're a complete asshole, like you need to get your fucking kid under, It doesn't matter.
No,
Like,
no. I think if anything, you have a very small group of people who kind of understand, and sometimes when they're looking at you, they're not necessarily judging you in a negative light, but they're trying to in some way reassure you whatever actions you take, you're good because something needs to happen, but I don't want to overstep my boundaries because I don't want to make you feel a certain kind of way.
We've lost that village mentality. It's no longer it takes a village to raise the children, because it used to be you could help each other with your kids and be like, no, you shouldn't do that. That's go back over to your mom. You could tell stuff to kids back in the day, and like now, hell no.
Well, I
don't
think
even
a lot
try.
of it has to do with people don't tell my child what to do, don't do this, don't do that. So it's like, okay, so I'm not gonna tell your child what to do, so don't look at me when your child running buck wild in the store
or falls and hurts
himself when I could have been that person to be like, hey, let's not do this. Don't climb up there. Or I see them get into, let me go grab them really quick and bring them back to their mom. Like,
I will say that there are definitely, you will meet people within spaces that like are actual normal people. And like, they're like, here, let me help you. Or they'll see you having a hard time and just help out because they have kids and they've been in that situation.
They recognize what's going on, so they're just like,
those are like,
if you need me, I'm right here.
Archangels that have landed in front of you, and you just
I mean, it happens a lot at the gym that I work at, because people bring in their kids, and everyone is so funny because when a kid is like, the class is done, we're stretching, whatever, they let the kids out of the strollers, let them walk around, we like play with them, whatever, and then every now and then, like one of the slightly older kids, maybe like 3 or 4, 5, 6, like runs out the door.
Yep.
Everybody's like running after them, like, where are you going? We did not say you could go outside. Somebody's outside? Yeah, somebody. Okay, all right. As long as somebody, because otherwise it's just like, most people have kids, so they know. And the last thing you want is the kid to be gone on your watch. Oh my God.
For real.
Yeah.
It's actually like surprising our generation's having like less and less children though. Like, I actually sat back and thought about it. Like, I actually do have a lot of female friends who either are married and are not going to have children, or are not married and are not planning on having any kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I've never thought to judge them on anything.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. It a lot of it just feels like outward eyes, judgments from other people in random spaces. It's a random conversation. So what else was in the podcast that made you feel, other than like obvious extra feminism push?
It's weird because it's like, it seems like obviously the show is more so influenced by the book, I feel like, in a way. Like, they have the story, but obviously they don't create a whole new character in this series, so it's not exactly like the book. So it's weird because they'll start talking about things and I'm just like, but in the book though, and not even like I want you to go like word by word specifically, but it's just like changing the relationships. And then like today I was listening to episode 2 because they were talking about Lasher and how Lasher's not a demon, and I'm like, wait. Oh no.
Wait,
no.
Are you serious?
No. They're saying like it's Damon and it means something. I'm like, oh hell no, we done.
Wait,
I can't.
what?
Yeah, like he's not like a demon. He's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Y'all just gotta listen to the episode because it's just weird. And I feel like they're trying to change the perspective of what demons are. That's what I got. So we're on a whole nother. Yeah, it was. So.
Okay, that's really interesting. Makes me want to listen to what they were talking about, because you can have different types of demons. You can, especially when you're in a made-up creation of mythical bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure I'm gonna offend people, but like fake things like angels and demons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not fake, but
I mean, you're farther along in the book than I am.
But no, it's like, but I mean, like in mythology in general, in the world, you can understand how there's different types of demons, just like there's different classifications of angels. There's different classifications of demons.
Absolutely.
And then there's different types of like souls who have died, who've been corrupted, who could become demon-like, but then attach themselves to other types of beings.
Yeah.
Like that would make sense. So depending on how they describe it and what basis they're drawing their like inspiration from, I could fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how they're approaching this shit. But you didn't like what you heard?
No. I was like, no, I see what y'all doing.
What do you mean by like?
I see what Hollywood's doing.
That's what I mean by like normalizing dark ass shit.
Exactly. Creating a door. I'm just saying.
She and I have had these weird ass conversations a lot, and don't get me wrong, like you can't deny that there are forces in the world that ebb and flow. And in my opinion, there are definite pieces of media that have been put out that seem like inspiring in a positive direction. There's others that seem to be informing in a terrifying direction, and then there seem to be others that are inspiring in the negative direction. And what you're saying is that this seems like a negative direction inspiration.
Like how with a lot of other things, for instance, school shootings, how is that so normalized now?
Oh.
And so now think about everything that's coming out right now that has to do with all this stuff. So it's like,
all of a
why
sudden,
are you trying to normalize this?
That's been happening. What, normalization of like devil worship or stuff like that?
No, just in general, because I think of it like this. You normalize something so that way you could create a space for it. So
100%.
it becomes so normalized that when something major happens,
well,
yeah, yeah. So
there, it's called Machiavellianism.
It's a setup. I feel like it's a setup.
And media absolutely influences how we view the world. Art, what is the art imitating life, or is life imitating art? And it's really just a cycle, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The art is influencing the life, and the life is influencing the art, and then back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They feed into each other.
Yeah.
Because there are people who want to create art that will take away from the negativity, and then there are always going to be people who have negativity in them that they use the art to express it, to get it out of themselves. And you have these things in your mind, and some people are going to think that they're fucking horrible and they don't want to look at it, and then some people are going to think that's fucking rad, I want more of that shit. So
true. No, I agree with that.
I mean, you can have those conversations about horror movies.
Oh yeah, but I think we're starting to get in the space to where it's not imitation anymore. Like listening to music and realizing that, looking at the lyrics and seeing what these people are saying.
Why do you think I don't listen to a lot of this shit anymore?
And now, like, being like, y'all ain't got y'all just telling everything.
To me, I just thought it was the most ridiculous thing that one of the hot songs of the summer a couple years, oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. Like, okay, so let's make it perfectly fine that bitches are crazy. Like, I just like, let's make it cute and funny and dance that I'm like this nice girl, but I'm fucking crazy and I'll ruin your life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I love girls who are crazy because they're good in bed. And like, I don't want to. And then people don't realize that, like, singing, isn't it strange that listening to a person sing makes you cry? Like, you don't even have to be using words in music. You can just be using your vocal cords to create a sound that is so beautiful. Another person listening to the sound can be touched by it and brought to tears. You don't see how that
is that's what I'm saying.
So when you take the time, that's why ceremonies across the world, across cultures everywhere, use sound, drums, singing, and dance to invoke powers, to invoke like spiritual praise towards a god, to invoke anything when they're getting ready for battle, when they're getting ready to give birth, when they're getting ready to like bury a loved one. It doesn't matter. They sing, they dance, and they play music because it's a vibration.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So when we take the time and we're driving in our cars and we're singing these fucking song lyrics about cheating, being crazy, hating our lives, everything's so depressing, everything fucking sucks.
But you wonder why you can't get out of your depression.
And then yet you have horrible fucking anxiety every day. And it's just the smallest things in the world. Everything fucking triggers you. Everything triggers you. You wonder why.
Yeah.
That's why I literally created a whole playlist full of, and I call it Highest Vibes, because it's nothing but positive music talking about like alignment and all that shit. Because and it has mantra music where it's just literally like either spoken word or mantra song over music. So it's like I invite ease and joy, just saying over and over and over again. So you're in your car inviting ease and joy into your life. Like it doesn't matter if it's a bunch of bullshit or not. I'm taking time to ease my mind and use my vocal cords in a positive
space. Yes. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yep.
Once you start moving through that mindset towards a higher vibrational spirituality, you don't want to invite the negativity anymore.
Yeah.
Even if it's just bullshit music off the radio.
Yeah. I don't listen to the radio. But yes.
That's why I look at everybody and I'm like, you ever wonder where the memes come from? Where are these memes coming from? Nobody has to cite the memes. Nobody has to say who made the meme. Very few. Nobody makes watermarks. Nobody says this source. It just gets shared and shared and shared and shared and shared and shared and shared. And yet, which ones get shared the most? Fucking snarky, sarcastic, funny, like snippets of thoughts about how depressed you are.
Yeah. Yep.
Or your anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the caption, same.
Yeah. Y'all don't find that suspicious?
Fucking crazy opinions about like such like divisive language in them, but nobody takes the time to. Don't you wonder why none of the memes have punctuation? Fucking read some George Orwell, people. Like, really. They've been using this Machiavellian shit to slowly just dull and erase shit over time. It's been fucking years and years and years and years.
Yes. Yep. Changing meanings of words and yeah.
It's called 1984. Fucking read it, people. Like, sorry, it's like a sidestep, but it's like one of those things where it's like you listen and you can't help but think it.
It's when you like listening to this podcast and it's just like trigger.
Yeah.
Watching something, a movie, like, why is this like this? Why?
But you know what's crazy? I didn't get that from Interview with the Vampire.
No. Nope. Which makes it more interesting.
Right?
which makes me wonder the intention. What? Let's watch this episode. I'm gonna sit here and talk all day. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought it was fucking a beautiful. They stuck to the relationships. They stuck to the storyline. They stuck to the emotional toil. They stuck to all of the major fucking points and blueprints while giving it a freshness and a new take that was just.
And then I will say in this show, there's no relationships. Nobody's like truly connected. Like, we have no stakes in this show whatsoever. If you've read the books, you probably have stakes because you know the characters and what it should be. But as someone,
you're right,
who's not 100% knowledgeable right now, there are no. Why am I watching this show? I don't care for the character.
Because okay, so like, yeah, we can see the men in a relationship, in a struggle between their hearts, in a struggle between their sex, in a struggle between their emotions, in a struggle between everything on top of the surface layer of everything that's going on. Yeah. Why can't we have her in a married, fucking deep relationship with the struggles, with the heart, with the everything, giving that to her? Like, what's wrong with that? Because she's a woman? She can't have that? And people are like, oh, so she has to be in a relationship to have that? Well, show it to me where she's not having that, because it's a struggle within her family. But she doesn't ever get any time with the family. It's always just this weirdness keeps happening.
Yeah. Yep. They're definitely rushing through this.
Yeah.
For what reason? Makes no sense.
All right. Okay, that was weird. Oh, because it was rebooting? What's going on? Is this going to play?
Nope.
See?
Is it on?
Voice music. What did we do? Oh. Output is the Teltronic. Input, yeah, is the HD webcam. Yeah.
Every time.
Why is it doing this?
muted?
I don't know.
How?
I have no idea. No idea.
How long?
I'm so over this. Wow. Why are we keep getting muted? That's what I don't understand.
Elijah's saying, shut up.
They don't want us to talk about it because it's the truth. They try to tell y'all people, and we try to save lives over here. Don't be doing this at home. Don't be doing it. Don't you try it. Leave it alone. It's a TV show. Leave it at the TV. Or I have a feeling we're going to go back and try to look at this, and every time we talk about it, it's muted. Why you mad?
Salt and vinegar.
You didn't say you wanted to get out.
What they're doing with Carla's character is interesting, though. I don't know whether to trust her or not.
She's telling her to jump.
Oh! That's a lasher. Oh my God, I love this actress. She literally looks insane right now. Why didn't you?
You literally did what he wanted you to. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. He's manipulating the truth to get what he wants. Mm-hmm. And you're so in your emotions about it that you don't take a second to stop. He's using your trauma against you.
Like the worst kind of toxic fucking relationship, exactly. Gaslighting the fuck out of you, manipulating the situation, getting just enough kernel of truth to make everything believable and make you question other shit.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I gotta go back to work. See, I like the paint. Cyprian. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Greek or something.
Yeah.
Now her life is upside down. Well, that's the thing. I knew it was gonna get dark because you do things with witches and I knew the whole thing with Lasher. It's like, yeah. And you do have to show the different witches or light workers and then that. You know, like,
Okay, accomplished.
see, what the thing that the egg is sitting on, you can tell like they just grabbed some stuff so it would look good. Because like that literally looks like the angel food cake from the grocery store with the egg on top of it. Like
I was just about to say, commenting on like how you're like, I like the name Cyprian, or yeah. So to me, if you're gonna name a character with an amazing name, why are you gonna start calling him a nickname in a show?
well, I mean, that happens pretty often. Someone's given either it be a family name or something that your mother fell in love with because of a book she was reading or whatever. But that doesn't really make it easy for
So
one.
why are we not calling Rowan Roe?
Not everybody has nicknames. I mean, just like that's
I
literally
know.
the only thing that I could say because like a lot of people call you Nay, but like nobody calls me Mandy or anything like that. Like my whole life, I've tried to have a nickname. It's never been accomplished. Other than like my family members calling me Nan.
Yeah.
And like you and
Yeah.
Diana call me. Other
Right.
than that,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, one, you have a character who has a nice name, so why not just use that name?
true.
Two,
True.
most people who are give you a nickname are people who know you. So like his
His
sister
sister makes sense. Why would Rowan be calling him Sip? Rowan wouldn't be calling him Sip.
No.
Rowan would be calling him Cyprian. Unless he specifically says, call me Sip.
But he never does.
No, doesn't he introduce himself as Sip?
I don't think so. Pretty sure he said his full name. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Okay, so y'all, this whole episode is purposely to confuse people. You give a little information and yet you take strides in confusing. So, okay. A man trying to make you into what he wants. He likes the way you look, but you know.
Yeah.
Really, he likes how manipulative you can, how easy it is to manipulate you, and he can mold you into what he likes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why older men like younger women.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It is not seductive. Y'all just.
It wasn't a seductive moment. I was like, and I didn't feel like that was enough in that moment for her to kill her.
No.
She was calm, and then all of a sudden you're angry enough to kill?
Yeah.
And that's the game that many men and women play.
Mm-hmm.
And don't think that it's only men. Women can do this to men. Women do this to men a lot.
If I'm being honest, I'm not wondering. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
So where do you think she just went? To Uncle?
Probably.
I'm
Probably.
thinking she's going to the uncle's house right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. That's not Julian. Julian was his father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julian.
This show is all over the place.
Yeah. Because you've seen the name Uncle Julian in the book, right? Or no?
No.
No, not yet. I don't know.
All right, let's close this out and watch the next one.
Transfer Tessa and What Rough Beast.
Oh, how many more we got?
3 more now.
God
This
damn.
one, this one, this one. February 12th, 19th, and 26th. Oh, so it recently finished.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
Oh, so we were
Yeah.
only slightly behind.
Yes.
Nobody gave a fuck about this show.
They probably watched the first episode and it was like, what the fuck is this?
We'll wait for it to finish, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's why it's number one, because everyone's watching it now that it's finished.
Probably.
That makes sense.
This would definitely probably be a better show to binge because it'll keep going.
I agree. They make shows to binge now.
Yes, but I think like this one specifically to binge. Interview with the Vampire, nah, you waiting for that episode because oh my god, I don't need to binge that. Hold on, I need a second. Let me breathe. Did he just went up into the air and dropped Louis?
I know. I need to rewatch it. Like, I'm gonna make Dan watch it with me. All right. I almost want to say just like fuck it. Let's just leave it. All right, hold on. We'll be back.